There's this thing about some shows that I watch that have an air of mysticism to them that can't be replaced by anything else I watch for a period of time, and I can't really explain why I'm so baffled or fond of that show or that character as I am. I just know I really like this thing. And for a long time, I felt that way about the show Mob Psycho 100. But now I think I've been able to figure out why this anime makes me feel the way I do about it. Let me talk to you about a kid named Mob, why he has all the power in all the wrong places. Starting from the top of Mob Psycho 100 Season 1, we see that Mob's psychic powers are one of the only areas of his life that he's ever seen significant attention in. One of the only things that he's been praised for from an outside force, an outside person, and that outside person that we see at the beginning of the series comes in the form of Reagan. Reagan's identification of Mob's powers and his true psychic abilities is one of the only times in his life where he can track that he's truly felt appreciated for the things that he can do. Everything from Mob's lack of physical attributes and success and just, well, ability to do anything at all, combined with the fact that no one else around him at this time, including his own brother, can do what he can when it comes to his psychic abilities, makes him feel pretty good about it. Being recognized for the things that you're special at or the things that you're naturally gifted at, it can cause someone to just honestly feel better about themselves. There's not too much to look deep into for this. It's pretty self-explanatory. But pretty early on, we see a lot of hints into Mob's psychology and a lot of Mob's inner thoughts and why, even though he's been recognized and even though he feels good about the praise and the accomplishments and just the things that he's able to garner from having these psychic abilities, we can see that Mob isn't the most pleased with them. And there's a reason why he's tried to refrain from using them in a majority of his life up until this point. You see, there's this dichotomy that comes about in humanity. There are a lot of things that you go through in school. There are a lot of jobs that you can work on. There are a lot of things that you do when you're growing up that you may find yourself naturally gifted at, that in real life just aren't as common as you may have hoped. I'm really familiar with this as I play a multitude of instruments and I'm pretty fond of HBCU style marching band, but I'm very well aware that once I go to college and I perform in that band for all of 4 years, there's really nowhere else to go outside of that. And I've been a musician all my life, so falling in love with marching band was the next natural step after middle school and will be after high school, and after that the road just kind of ends. There's really no practicality, there's no application of this skill that I've spent so long cultivating and gaining a passion for. This is how Mob feels about his powers. He's been appreciated, he's grateful to Reagan, and he's been praised by Reagan and other people who have seen and who have been blessed by his psychic abilities. He understands that he can and does help people by using them, but it's not what makes him happy. He wants to live a normal life. He wants a girlfriend. He wants to be stronger. He just kind of wants to do pretty mundane things, which is one of the things that makes Mob the most human character, or at least one of them in all of anime. Mob is a character that has relatively simplistic goals, but a lot of his actual talents that we see early on in the series, like I mentioned before, have no mundane practicality to them, and it kind of makes life unfair if he were to try to use that to his advantage to get the things that he wanted. And this comes with the introduction of the Body Improvement Club, which is step one to getting Mob to a place to where he can finally feel content with the progress that he's made and take one step forward to accomplishing the things that he truly wants to do for himself. The Body Improvement Club's placement in the series gives Mob a lot of confidence and a sense of purpose outside of the things that he's good at through his psychic powers, of course. And it gives him a way to feel happy about just making just a modicum of progress in the things that, honestly, he sucks at, but he truly wants to do, on the other hand. This brings about an argument that's been had in all of psychology and just different fields of study, which is passion versus talent. It can be frustrating to identify what you're good at, be self-aware enough to understand how painfully average or plain out bad you are at that thing yourself, and yet every aching desire of your life points to that thing, that one pathway, the thing that you don't have a single natural aptitude for, but you're drawn to it. Unlike anything else in your life that you've been pulled to before, you feel a desire, a burning sensation, a passion to just improve, just to get better. Mob uses the power, some would say, that comes with the responsibility of using that power to help others. And Mob takes that to heart, and he does that throughout the entirety of the story, while always continuing to strive for those things that wake him up in the morning, the things that keep one foot in front of the other for him to keep moving on and moving forward, and the things that he truly desires at the very end. Mob has a passion to grow, regardless of the field, in all honesty, but specifically in the things that he desires the most. And it's up to him to find the right balance, and it's up to us to watch from afar, take what we need, and apply it to our own lives, to reach for success in a powerless place. I want to talk about Mob for a minute. I didn't know how to truly analyze this series and this character, as there's a few things I don't quite understand myself about the depths of Mob's character, but hopefully I've done a good job at it. Leave a like on this video, subscribe, comment down below, please. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this series so far. This is the 6th entry into this series, so check out the playlist above if you want to see the rest of the videos in this beloved series I started. If you're new to the channel, check out some of my other videos. I've been uploading this series for the past month now, and I will continue to do it for the next month. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Watch my podcasts, watch my individual stream. I stream on Saturdays, I do the podcast every other Saturday, and yeah, that's all from me. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.